Hi beautiful shining stars, hope you're doing radical today. So today is the energy after the 8-8 portal shift that we had last night. Now I don't know about you guys, but I didn't want to get out of bed today. I was exhausted. Of course, when I do a lot of energy work, I could blame it on that, but it was a little bit of everything because it wasn't just the energy work. Almost like the shift that was coming through was extremely powerful and potent. And I wanted to share with you some of the insights that came through this energy. So I will be premiering on YouTube this beautiful manifesting technique. It's gonna have a workbook and an audio video ritual on my Patreon. So I'm gonna add it also to the unblocking class that I have on my webpage. And the reason why is because it's really, really powerful, and I absolutely love this energy and working with it, especially through what we're going through right now. Now, with that being said, I am going to be live on Friday, right? It's gonna be my launch day. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing Friday? Because I have a few things that I'm doing. Thank God. I'm looking down because I have my planner here. So I'm going to be live on Friday. So Friday we are doing the launch day, and they're going to be doing Lionsgate readings and stuff. I said it in another one of my videos. So if you want to be part of that, I will link the PayPal below. It's just $11.11 for the live readings, because if you purchase it during the live, I might not have enough time to do to do you, because I have a couple that have already paid ahead of time, and I'm going to do them in order of payment. We're also going to be doing giveaways, and I'm going to share something with you. So I don't do a lot of vanquishing spells. I'm more into like protection and stuff like that. But as the energy has gotten a bit dark, I mean, I don't have to tell you guys, I've been sharing this with you for almost 2 years now. You can see it on the you just turn on the news and social media, there's a lot of darkness. And with that being said, when that darkness enters your home and it's really kind of like running amok within your sacred temple, and you know who the individual is, or if it's an inhuman spirit, there's things that you could do to clear that energy. So one of the products that I created for the Shopify store is that vanquishing ritual. It's very inexpensive because I feel like this is something that even if you don't know who the person is or what the energy is, by doing this ritual, it's a great way to clear that stagnant energy in your home. So those are one of the things that I'm going to be sharing during the live on Friday. So yeah, I wanted to create this video just to give you a glimpse of everything that I will be doing this coming week, and something that's gonna knock your socks off. I haven't posted it yet. It's a little strong, and I know a lot of you, some people are very sensitive, but I'm all about that divine goddess power. So this is for my girls, this is for my women. So I'm doing it's called and get ready, it's called the pussy ritual. So it's like tapping into that divine goddess energy, but when you're this divine feminine being. I have a lot of women that I work with that unfortunately allow their significant other, and this is not, I have women that have same-sex relationships, and even both. I have some of my girls that have open relationships with multiple partners, and I notice that a lot of them feel very inferior to their beloveds. I'm going to be honest, I sometimes get like that even with my beloved. Like, he sometimes feels like he's the master, and I have to bring out my whip and be like, wait a minute, fall back. I'm the master. I'm the divine goddess. I am the divine feminine. Take care of me, look at me, focus on me. Because it can be, and that might sound selfish, but when you're the one that nurtures the home, takes care of the home, make sure that all the bills are getting paid, make sure that everything is working, and then you're just over there, fanning yourself. It's time to, you know, divine plus the energy. So I know that's strong, but it's going to be a very, very fun live that we're going to do. And that one is going to be on the 16th. So that's going to be next Wednesday. So you get to see the products. I already have the listing up on Etsy if you want to purchase it. So let me tell you something about this oil. So I co-created this oil. This was even before I knew what it was. I thought it was just gonna be my lust oils, which I call them my fuck me oils on Etsy. But Spirit's like, no, these are not, no men. This is like, which I'm never like that, because I work with a lot of men, more women, of course. Like I have like maybe 20% male, maybe less than 20% male clientele, and then the rest are all girls, right? All women. So when Spirit told me this, I'm like, yeah, this sounds awesome. So they gave me like this little ritual that we're gonna do. We're gonna do this beautiful, kind of like power energy that we're gonna use. We're gonna tap into that divine feminine energy and working with that sacral chakra vibration to just really cause a lust, attraction, magnetism for your beloved to treat you. And it's not about just sex, because a lot of people think, oh, pussy power is all about sex. It's not just about sex. It's, are you buying me flowers? Are you taking care of me? Are you taking me out on dates? Are you taking me on little vacations? Are you making plans? So sometimes, especially like for me, I've been married for a long time, and there's plenty of times that I feel like throwing the towel and be like, I'm over this. I would just rather be alone, because it's a lot of work in a relationship, especially when you're the one that is doing everything and you're not receiving. There's no nurturing for you. There's no, how are you? You're beautiful, or let me take you out. When that doesn't happen, men don't understand, or even the opposite, because I have some female-female relationships where the other woman is divine masculine, and they tell me, Daisy, she's not paying attention to me, and she's not taking care of me. Like, and taking care of me doesn't mean like paying the bills and stuff like that. It means like nurturing, just, I'm doing everything for you. What about me, right? Because everything is a give and receive. If I'm giving, I have to receive. It's the same thing with my work. I give a lot of freebies, but the universe repays me. So if I get like clients or needy people that come into my sacred space and try to sabotage my energy, I get to a point I'm like, no more, we're done. Just like the whole thing that I talked about you, which I'm going to be sharing in my continuation of the wealth class. So I have a lot of work to do, but I'm excited. My Patreon. So let's talk about my Patreon. So my Patreon tiers are up. You are more than welcome to head over to Patreon. There's a lot of funness going on. So first we have the 333, because I want to be able to anybody and everybody to be able to tap into that energy. I share principles, rituals, assiduals, podcasts, all for my 333 Patreons, because there's no excuses. Anyone and everyone could afford this. This is the way you're supporting me, my time, my energy, doing the work. Then the next tier is the 2222. Now that was my favorite. So you guys know that I love to write, and I'm always doing books, and I do my articles, and right now I'm working on 3 different books. And a lot of the reason why it's so hard for me to finish my work is because the lack of support, right? Because my work is through my rituals and my readings and stuff like that. So I created a Patreon, which was very inspired by beautiful Amanda Francis. If you don't know the girl, look her up. And something that she said was that she got her supporters to pay for her book. So every time that she took out a new chapter, they would pay her for the chapter. So I was like, wow, that's so inspirational. I'm always writing. And, a lot of you guys love to hear what Spirit says through me. So I was like, what a great way to receive the support that I need to keep doing the work that I'm trying to do, but that I could be more exclusive, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit assertive, I'm a bit out there, very weird. And some of the chapters that come through, I have to kind of like water them down because, like, for instance, I just sent a couple of chapters to a publisher, and she's like, Daisy, I absolutely love your work, but it's a bit strong for our publishing house. And I was like, okay. And she's like, please, please don't give up. Keep doing it. I want you to, she was really, really nice. Critique was amazing, very honest. And she's like, if you have other stuff, please, please, please share it with me. So I love that because it opened up a door. She was very positive. She was very, like, she was able to tell me, what was what. So I was like, okay, let me relook at it. But I love to be bold. I love to express I don't want to water things down. I want to be able to tell you stuff, not to like be bitchy, but because that's how it works for me. The reason I manifest, the reason I have what I have, the reason I'm able to do what I do is because of my boldness. Because if I wasn't bold, then I wouldn't be in a space that and even then, the next book that I'm working on, I'm not even sharing here. That's only for Patreon because that one's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm actually scared of that one. But it's again about being bold. It's about being yourself. It's about honing in on your calling, your passion. Stop listening to the circle around you because sometimes people mean well, but they sabotage your energy. Sorry, my daughter walked in. So that book is going to really focus on us being who we are, being our divine, perfect selves. A lot of time when I do readings, especially with the fairies are like, you need to be your authentic self. And people hear that and they very like put it in the back, like, oh, I'm me. But we're not, because we're always like who we are in front of our parents, who we are in front of our beloveds, who we are in front of our friends. We're always kind of like trying to be different kind of identities to fit in with whoever. I'm me. I'm the person that you see. and if people accept me, wonderful. And if they don't, that's perfectly fine too. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's absolutely fine. But that doesn't make me unhappy. On the contrary, it gives me more time to be with the people that I absolutely love and want to be with. I'm not going to waste my time being around people that don't like me or don't honor me. I don't disrespect people, but don't walk in my personal space with your dirty feet, because I'm going to, express my feelings, So the beautiful thing about that Patreon tier is that you get to hear the podcast. You get to hear kind of like when I sit down with the angels and they start talking to me, you get to hear that because I'm going to be creating videos and sharing with you what the angels told me about this book that I'm working on, about this project that I'm working on. So that's stuff that I've never been able to share before. So by having that support, I'm able to do this. So that tier is $22.22. The next one's $25.55. That's just general. I want to take care of you, but you get merch. So every few, I think it's like every other month or every 3 months, you get like a different merch. It goes through Patreon. That's like an angel t-shirt. It's like little things that they have that they send to you that is all very spiritual. So that one's really cool too. And then I have I think it's $44.44, or maybe it's $55. I'm not 100%. You would have to look at the tiers. That one you get a monthly reading. So you get a video every month with your spiritual insights for what's coming for you. Plus, you get snail mail, magical snail mail. And you just never know what you're going to get. It might be a cute little package with the oil of the month or a candle ritual. So with that one, it's like you send me your intention, like, Daisy, I'm working on my love life, or Daisy, I'm working on my wealth, or Daisy, I'm working on my personal fitness. So you send me overall what you're trying to really focus on, and according to what your reading is, Spirit will find the perfect thing to send you. So it's like super fun because every month, not only are you getting messages from your spiritual guides, but you're getting a little gift as well in the mail. Now, in the last tier is my favorite. Actually, no, the chapter by chapter is my favorite, but the last tier is a lot of fun because something that I love to do is go gather spiritual tools. I love gathering crystals. I love creating candles. I love just honing in on all of these energies. Like September is Maybon. This month of blue moon energy is super intense and magical. I had two major manifestations happen yesterday. It's like incredible. So every month I create a moon box to fit, again, your intention. With that one, I need 5 intentions, so I know what we're working on and I cater it to the energy. Because maybe you're just focused on wealth, but maybe this month is not about wealth. Maybe this month is about our personal self-love, or true love, or protection and healing. So I want to know 5 intentions. That way, when the moon boxes, are going to go with the different energies and seasons and astrological moons, make sure that you get something that is in accordance to what you are trying to manifest. Now that one, not only that, but you also get your monthly video reading and the little like snail mail. Of course, I put the snail mail all together in the same box, but it's like you're getting everything, and you're part of the chapter by chapter, you're part of the principle. So with that tier, you're fully supporting me, my work, and you're getting a lot of magic in it. It's like, that's my favorite tier. I only have 20 or 22 spots for that one. So if you want to be part of that, my Patreon's below. Go through all the tiers, see which one fits your needs. Something else is that, let's say I want to do the moon box this month. Next month, I'm going to go down to just the reading and the snail mail. Next month, I'm just going to do the chapter by chapter. The good thing about Patreon is you're allowed to do that. I had a client that used to drive me crazy because every like few weeks she would change it. She would go up, she would go down. But for her, she was a single mom supporting her family. And then she was like, Daisy, I'm so sorry. I miss her. I actually really do miss her. And I was like, please, you support me. I don't care if you go all the way down to, I think I remember one time I was like, because last time I used to have 555. It's like, go down to the 555. Like, do what you have to do. Because the point is, we all have our needs. We all have our, you don't want to break the bank. You don't want to do something that you can't afford, or that's, going to cause a ripple effect and negativity in your, whatever you're trying to do. On a positive note, when you're doing your spiritual work, I feel like Spirit always takes care of you. I have Patreons that I support every month. I have Patreons that support every month. I don't even look at their stuff because I'm so busy. I don't have time to look at their stuff. But you know what? It's $5 or $10 that I'm sending them because they're doing so much amazing work. And there's days that I just sit there and all I do is listening to their podcast, and it makes me feel good. So yeah, maybe I'm gifting them $5 to $10 a month, and maybe I'm not using it, but then one day I will use it and I feel good. And I know that Spirit gives me so much more, because as a community of spiritual individuals, we're always helping each other out. And I feel like that's the dogmatic energy that everybody has to change. Every time I hear people, they're like, I did a ritual for you and I did so much work, and they're like, it didn't manifest, I want a refund. I'm just like, did you not see all the work that I did for you? Oh, but it's not guaranteed. Rituals are not guaranteed. Rituals are not guaranteed. Never has been. Guess what? If I was a genie in a bottle and I could guarantee a ritual, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, I feel like people's minds don't click very well. And then there's like, the whole thing with that guy, the scamming guy, it was just ridiculous. So I had to change my policy, change everything on Etsy. And I feel like it's going to get to a point where I'm just going to be, I want to be like Sage Goddess that has Etsy as like backup. Like, okay, Etsy sends me people, I don't care. She has her own website, sends the people to her own website. I absolutely love her, by the way. If you guys ever want to get amazing crystals, and her, I have Like for example, the fluorite perfume is one of my favorite. So Sage Goddess, amazing, amazing. And she also does a lot of beautiful energy work. She's always doing a lot of beautiful rituals. She does a lot of live stuff. So I would definitely go check her out. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I will link the Patreon below, and I hope to see you guys there because I'm doing so much magic, especially during this amazing month of August. I'm really working myself for the month of August, and I feel like that sigil that I created in the beginning of August, or was it July? I can't remember. I might have done it at the end of July, beginning of August, whatever. Point is that I've already realized a lot of magic with that sigil. And one of the beautiful Patreons says like they felt like, wow, this stuff is really cool. And being able to use that, share that with you guys, it's just amazing. And every month I want to do a new sigil. Sometimes we'll be doing protection, sometimes we'll be doing love. You know, it all depends on the different energies and what spirit says that we need the most. So I send you love and blessings. Stay tuned because I will be premiering the super manifesting technique. I'll be sharing it here on YouTube, but it will be for Patreons because Patreon's gonna get the audio, video, and the workbook because this technique is really, really I think like it's really strong, and I like when I find and connect with manifesting techniques that I feel like we will really shift the vibrations and the energy, especially when there's so much intense going on. You know, it's almost like we're in like this intense thinning of the veil. I feel like this, and they're also showing me from 8/8 to 9/9, which is in September. There's like major doors opening, major shifts. So you want to stay in the presence. You know, when you feel, you know, something that I shared with you in my wealth class, this was my favorite. I absolutely love my wealth class. Was when those negative thoughts, you know, that ego energy, that low vibrational energy tells you you don't deserve this, or this is not going to happen, or they don't want to be with you because you're this, you know, you need to like address that like you're addressing a person and being like, no. I say thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for bringing up that pattern so I could release it. That is not part of me. That's part of my past. That's my old story. Today I am, and I'll declare all of my beautiful declarations, affirmations, and I will release that. And I would take a deep breath out. Call Archangel Michael, take a deep breath in like I shared with you in one of the videos that we did here. You know, bring in that positive prana vibrational energy and release any toxic low vibrational energy, especially releasing those negative pesky thoughts that try to creep in and tell you that you're unworthy or that you don't deserve things. You deserve it all. You are gods and goddesses created in the divine's image. You have the power to manifest all your dreams, desires, and intentions. There's a reason you have dreams. There's a reason you desire things. It is because they're part of your reality. You just have to clear that clutter, release all those toxic energies so everything can flow to you. I send you love and blessings. I hope to see you in Patreon. Namaste.